Hello. I wanted to make a video off the cuff today. I don't normally make content like this, but I normally try to only make positive comments and make positive content, even if it's a bit trolly. I tend not to take a look at what developers are doing in terms of making content. I don't want to be a news person that like this is what BattleState's doing with Tarkov. This is what Biz is doing with the Arma series. I tend to be someone who plays a game and kind of feels it out, and I might give a review of it, but I tend to make memes on this channel. That being said, I tend not to harshly criticize developers too much because I think there's already so much of it on the internet that my voice doesn't really add anything. It's just repeating things others say. But I'm going to talk about this because I think it's relevant to my audience, mainly because I built it around Escape from Tarkov. There's a reason I haven't been uploading a lot of Tarkov footage. There's a reason I'm not streaming Tarkov a lot, beyond the fact that I just don't have the ability to in my current location. Well, Escape from Tarkov is in a weird spot now. BattleState, for whatever reason, is wanting to attack their players. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, there has been several odd changes over the last few weeks. There was a change that happened about a week ago where they decided to remove the ability to use filters in-game, to use a third-party program to manage your filters. Despite the fact that the filters they're talking about managing, you can do in-game with PostFX. It just eats your CPU. You can do the exact same thing in-game. They banned a program called DWM LUT, but all it does is adjust like how colors are showed on your monitor, which a lot of modern monitors come with, number one. Number two, if you have a graphics card like NVIDIA filters allow you to do this exact same thing. And like I said, you can do this in Tarkov in PostFX. It just eats your CPU. They said you won't get banned for using the one program, but it is a bannable offense in the future to modify the game, which I don't understand necessarily because it's just changing how colors look on your monitor. It can be beneficial at certain times in Tarkov, and it can also be very negative. For example, if you turn up your brightness, the moment you run into somebody with a flashlight, you're going to wish you never turned up your brightness. The second point here, and probably the more egregious one, are the slew of bans that have been going out recently to combat RMT. BattleState effectively is banning people for playing with people who are flagged for RMT issues, and they're explicitly telling people not to be accepting viewer kits and not to be sharing gear with people. You can share a little bit amount of gear, you just can't share a lot of gear. Well, what's a little bit versus a lot? Like, we need hard numbers. I tend to be somebody who shares gear freely with people when I play with them. I don't care about gear. I don't care about rubles. Like, it's irrelevant to me largely. And so it's confusing to me how to play this game with new players if I can group up with a new person and I might get banned because they purchased RMT. And yet nothing in our raid has to do anything with it. Why would I do a scav gang with random people on the internet if there's a chance my account gets banned for 60 days? This game is about squads and factions. And I assumed, and I guess incorrectly at this point, that meant building factions out of game too. I look at it not necessarily in the same sense as a clan, but as we look down the road of Tarkov, we have VoIP, we have the ability to be friendly with each other. There's nothing saying that people can't try to work together in mass scale to cooperatively approach this game and not just shoot each other on sight. I thought, again, based on watching the raid series, based on listening to everything Nikita's said, based on watching the opening trailer of Escape from Tarkov, which shows a bear throwing a gun to a USEC and sharing loot with him and grouping up with an enemy that is now your friend. This was the point of the game, in my opinion, and in the opinion I feel of a lot of people. I don't know if I've been tricked or bamboozled. I'm hoping this is just a misstep on the company part, on BattleState's part, because I sure as hell don't understand what they've been doing this wipe. I've had a lot of fun in the little bit of Tarkov I've played this wipe, but I have cared so little playing Tarkov this wipe because it feels like the developers actively don't know how to develop their game. Rather than take a minute to go, let's optimize the game, One Peg, in his video about this, made a very good analogy, and I'll put a link to the description below, which he described BattleState's approach to dealing with cheaters and RMT in the same way the United States government dealt with the war on drugs. They're not going to the source of cheats to deal with the issue. They're now trying to affect the entire community of cheaters. And I understand in one way it's like, okay, yeah, we get them all banned, we can deal with all of them, and then we'll deal with the aftermath of everybody we accidentally banned. There's going to be a lot of innocent people caught in the crossfire. If anything is going to kill their game, this is going to kill their game. I have very, very little faith that what BattleState Games is currently doing is beneficial to the future of Tarkov. I'm curious if you guys have thoughts on this as my community. I am so confused. I'm so confused by what Tarkov's doing this wipe and where we're going. To me, Escape from Tarkov's always been a sandbox game, and we can all approach it in any way we want as long as we're all playing by the same rules. But now I don't know what those rules are. The developer is silent on what those rules are, and people are getting banned without explanation. How do I play that game? How do I play a game where I can approach it however I want, but if I approach it incorrectly in the way I'm just playing or just queue with the wrong person, I can get banned? I have some Tarkov footage that I'm still going to be editing and playing with, but I'm going to be very remiss to play any Escape from Tarkov, especially, I'll play Tarkov by myself. I'll play Tarkov with a few of my close friends. I will not risk getting banned by playing with random people right now. I recently was going to start getting active again in a Sherpa program that I got involved with about a year ago. And I'm not going to do that anymore because I don't want to get banned by playing with a new player who might RMT gear and then they'll get banned. Why would I teach this person how to play the game if they're going to get me banned potentially? Now, it might only be a 1% chance, a 5% chance. I don't know what the numbers are. I don't know a good way to end this video. It's a very somber moment for me. This is a game I've dumped over 4,000 hours into, and I have a lot of fun and enjoyable memories, and I hope the game will allow me to have fun in the future. But this feels like a heavy nail in my chest because I've always been somebody who plays freely and openly with those I play with. I give them gear freely. I coined a term called gear cest, which is, it's okay as long as we keep the gear in the squad. Like, pick up what you need off my body to fight. Can people get banned because they loot 20 million rubles worth of gear off my body? I don't know. What is the limit, right? How do I even tell what my limit is with somebody? What if I have a faulty memory? Like, why is it on me to track, hey, I might get banned because I've given away too much gear in a game where I'm supposed to help my squad win and survive? And giving them better gear because I can get gear easier. Why is that a problem? Why is it a problem for me to share gear with my squad? If you agree, disagree, let me know in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious what everybody else's thoughts are. I don't have great feedback for BSG other than I don't know why you're doing this. And I think if you were to be transparent about it, you would not like the feedback you would receive. So if you're keeping something secret to control the information, simply to control it so you control the narrative, that's a very bad thing for a developer to do. If you could, give this video a like if you did enjoy it, if you learned something, if you found it insightful or different, even if you disagree with me. Like I said, leave a comment below and, have a good day and hopefully try to find fun games and don't get banned, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. Good luck.